Don't worry, there will be no dancing in this episode. I promise. Wait, what's going on in here? Dragons for days. Welcome to the J&D Toy Factory. We're no longer a woodworking shop here. We are full steam ahead plastic production, but not proper plastic that kills sea turtles and pollutes our waterways. I'm talking healthy vegan plastic that's made from cornstarch. So relax, Greenpeace. I dove into the world of 3D printing just a couple of months ago. I purchased myself the Creality K1 Max. You can check out that unboxing just up here. And since then, I've been creating stuff like this around the clock. So the beautiful thing about introducing this sort of technology to your workshop, you don't have to be in your workshop working for the work to be getting done. And that, my friends, opens up a whole new world of opportunities. Now, I am still very early days in my 3D printing journey, and everything you see here is printed from PLA. I have not ventured into other filaments like carbon fiber or PETG or the what seems like endless amounts of others for a novice. I haven't even looked at them. I want to get PLA down pat. And for everything I'm doing so far, it has been perfectly fine. I've created prints such as these masks, which are straight off the print bed. No painting, no post-processing. This is how they printed. I've done prints like this Mjolnir and this Grinch, both printed in a number of parts because they're too big for my print bed, stuck together, primed, painted, and finished. And sorry, but I am super proud of this guy. Check him out. Let's not leave Mjolnir out of the mix either. I've got prints specifically designed to help around the household, like this stitch that conveniently holds my Google Home Mini. All of these prints at the front are straight off the print bed. Multicolored filaments, color shifting filaments, filament that looks like stone and bone and pineapples. There's other prints that don't even look like 3D prints after post-production. Sorry guys, this one's sold and is about to ship out. But instead, they look like concrete statues. But they don't have the weight of concrete, and that's a shipping bonus. Anything seems to be possible with this machine. I escaped my childhood through superhero fantasies that I now have helmets for. Helmets that actually fit my Sasquatch head. There's something missing from this setup though. If only I had a set of claws to go with it. Ones that I could paint in post-production to make look like actual Wolverine claws. I've got face masks that I printed for wearing on my motorcycle. I wear an open face helmet and this helps keep the bugs and stones off my face. Plus it looks kind of aggressive riding down the street, right? My son decided Blue Beetle was his character for Halloween this year, and I decided the crappy mask that comes with those costumes just wasn't good enough. So we printed a mask, we did a custom paint job, and we got a pair of sunglasses, cut out the lenses, and installed them as the eyes. And to get these helmets on, the magnets allow you to separate it into multiple pieces so that you can put it on easily. My boy's also super obsessed with Pokemon at the moment, so to be able to print him his own Pokeball with his own initial on it, that opens and allows him to catch and store Pokemon inside. Well, I was dad number one that day. Or when I did my very first Benchy print and he told me that it wasn't really boy-y enough for him. So I printed him this monstrosity and customized it with his name right there on the bottom. He was happy to take that one in the bath. But I didn't buy this 3D printer just to print toys and live out my superhero fantasies. At least I promised my wife that's not why I bought it. There are more helmets coming though. I brought this machine to try and add another revenue stream into J&D Creations. One that, although it's not 100% passive, it doesn't require me to be in the workshop producing a product to sell all the time. Yes, I may have to design a product or slice a product in the computer software, but then I hit print and I can walk away. And when I'm printing something like this Mandalorian helmet that was printed all as one piece, it's not finished post-production yet, so don't judge me on it just yet, but this was a 32-hour print. I didn't have to stay in my workshop for 32 hours building this. I put it in the slicer, oriented how I wanted it and what size I wanted it. I hit go, and that was my part done. The next 33 hours was all the K1 Max. Or this fully articulating rock dragon that is completely print in place, and a fantastic little kid's toy. This took 11 hours to print. I printed 3, the exact same, and the only work I had to do was pick the orientation and size of this one, print this one, take him off the print bed, then hit go again. etc., etc. 11 hours per piece to print, but the work I put into it was about 20 minutes at the start. These are all for sale too, by the way, so if you've got kids who want articulating rock dragons, or maybe a fully articulating bone dragon, or a color shifting water dragon, just let me know and I can organize to ship it out to you. I spent some time trying to design some pop culture inspired funky art to hang up on the walls, and after starting here, I quickly moved into statues for the home. Statues like this guy, like this Buddha here that I can't show you in person because it's already been shipped out, and like these lovely ladies here. Classy, elegant, straight black design, or ones that are painted with a concrete look and feel paint. Tell me that doesn't look like a statue you'd buy at a garden centre that'd probably weigh 10 kilos and be a menace to move around. This thing, light as a feather, but it maintains that look. I've come to realize that people decorate their house with all sorts of things, and there are different strokes for different folks, as they say. I want to cater to all the audiences I can. People like pet lovers may like something like this displayed in their house. I don't know. I've only been doing this for a couple of months and I am experimenting with what I can create and what items I should bring to market. It's all a sort of brainstorm and hope for the best situation at the moment. Things like this I know I can't sell because Nintendo will sue me faster than I can press the print button, but how cool is that? A fully articulating Charizard. He can sit, he can lay down, he can stand. Again, Pokemon obsessed son, there's a lot of Pokemon here. So now that we're in 2025, you can expect to see 3D printing making an appearance in my videos here. I'm spending a lot of time doing it, so I might as well share with you the processes. Because I can assure you, prints like this one did not print looking like this. There was a lot of post-production involved, and I think that may be of interest to people. I don't know, let me know down in the comments if that is content that you would enjoy seeing. How we get from a single colored print just like this to a multicolored statue just like this. I would also love to hear from you guys about what you want to see printed. If you create your own 3D models in Fusion 360 or any of those sort of programs and you want to see those printed, definitely reach out to me. Or if you have a product you want designed and prototyped, these are all services or content I'm looking at supplying through J&D Creations in 2025. Now, as I said earlier, the majority of what you see here is for sale, so if you would like any of this, make sure you reach out. I'm going to be putting a main focus on statues and home decor in terms of products that I'm selling, but that does not limit me to that production. So if there's something specific you're looking at, feel free to get in touch. I can't wait to take you guys on this 3D printing journey so that we can go from novice to hopefully expert together. Me, you, and this beauty right here, of course. So legends, thanks for checking out this video. I hope that you enjoyed it and I hope you are as excited about this 3D printing journey as I am. I cannot wait to kick it off. Stay safe, look after yourself. Dreadpool out. Jax from the future here because I finished filming this video about a week or so ago and we've hit probably our first major issues, as you can see here. This has happened to me twice in the last week. I've had to completely pull the print head apart because filament has got stuck inside. At first I thought maybe it was the filament I was using, but I was actually using Creality filament for this. So that shouldn't be the case. However, I am ditching that role and I'm gonna move on to something else if I can put this back together properly. Because at the moment, she is in absolute pieces. So this is actually the insides of where your filament comes out. This is a new one I put in just a couple of days ago and it had some filament jammed up in there. So I took it out, heated it up a little bit and used some air to blow the filament out. I then grabbed the old one that was jammed up from last week and thought I'll heat that up and pull it out as well. That worked great. I screwed it back in and went to feed this new section of filament in and it jammed. So I started unscrewing it and it came apart, apparently. Which sucks because I haven't been able to get that out. So I've completely disassembled what I can of the print head in the hopes that we can actually get this out. And we're starting to look like we're having some success there. There it is there. That, my friends, is my jammed filament, which is still stuck in there. I'm gonna have to grab some pliers maybe and try and pull that out. I just thought it was timely to, oh, there we go. That came out. See if I can focus on that and see what has actually happened. It looks like that's been caught up in the gears, I would say. What a pain, all of this mess, just because that got stuck in the print head. Progress report. She's all back together. Doing some testing now. Hopefully that solved the issue. We'll see. So it turns out the problem is in fact not solved, and I am now learning how to pull apart the actual extruder. As far as I can tell, the gears should be in here. So I'm going to have a quick look, make sure they're not stripped out. They do have a bit of rubbish on them in there. There you have it. That is what feeds the filament through. Amazing what you'll learn when you pull stuff apart. As you can see, there is a bit of crud in there, but it doesn't look too bad. Whoa, there's a fair bit of filament dust in there though. I'm going to give these a good blast out with the compressor, clean them up, then try and figure out what's going on, because I've still got filament stuck in here. So it's getting jammed in this section of the printer, not where I thought, which was the gears.